I usually have kids in the back, but I just have the baby with me right now, so I thought we could do a little Q&A. The kids are in the motorhome. Daddy's washing it because we got filthy crossing the border. So we're going to call today one because we're leaving from Coeur d'Alene for the first section of our fantastic, amazing family road trip. We crossed from BC into the U.S. border north of Bonner'S Ferry. Nice, quiet crossing. And then we went south and then west through Sandpoint. And now we're in Coeur d'Alene. And then we stopped for 2 nights in Coeur d'Alene at a hotel because it's still pretty cold. We got some work done on the motorhome that needed doing. Just because we knew the brakes needed done. It became fairly apparent as we were going through the mountains that the brakes needed done, and so we got those done now, just sort of preemptively. So now that that's done, we are heading west, southwest towards Portland, on the I-90 through Spokane, and we'd planned to stop today at the Ginkgo Petrified Forest. We had planned to stop today at the Ginkgo Petrified Forest. I thought it'd be cool, but apparently they're having some trouble with their dam or something. So we're gonna try and stop, but if they're not open, I guess we won't stop. Had to stop, help load groceries into the motorhome. And now we're waiting again, and the baby's still sleeping. So depending on how our timing goes tonight, we will try and make it to the Oregon border, or at least close to, and hopefully it's warm enough that we can camp instead of hoteling it for the night. And so that can be our last night of hoteling for a while, hopefully. I don't think we'll make it to Portland. I'm hoping, and again, it all depends on kids and babies and rush hour and all that. I'm hoping in a park close to Portland tonight, and tomorrow morning blow through Portland and then stop at the A.C. Gilbert, the Children's Museum, which I think is in Salem, which is just a little bit past Portland tomorrow. There goes my walkie-talkie. Hello?
Hello.
You ready to go?
That I am.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, here we go. We can stop in a park. Alright, we're just waiting for Daddy to fill the motorhome up with gas. Then we're gonna take the I-90 west to Spokane. Oh, sorry, sunglasses. Ooh, that was rude. Yeah. Oh, back to the Q&A. Okay, so my husband's got the motorhome. They're pulling the little cargo trailer behind. The motorhome, I think it's a 36, 32. I will ask him what size it is. It's a C-class, so it has the bed over the front. That's where we sleep. In the back, it has a queen, and we've built a little bunk bed above the queen, so that's where the kids sleep, which is really nice because then we can just close that door at night. They have their own space and privacy, and we have ours. There's something about having the kids in the back. They're all locked up and snug tight. It feels nicer for me. And then we don't have to use the fold-down table. We could if we needed to, but we don't. And so there really isn't anything that we need to change in the morning or to set up or anything. It just stays the way it is. And that was sort of the reasoning to... Sorry, I'm checking to see if he's done gassing. That was also the reasoning behind bringing the cargo trailer, is that in there we've got all our bikes and our weird little camping things, and you know, extra toys for the kids, and a whole bunch of freeze-dried food, and our cast iron griddles and weird stuff that if you were just to use the motorhome, you'd be unloading that stuff every time you had to stop and reloading it. And so that's just a huge hassle, and the trailer isn't really that heavy. Also on the trailer, our our solar panels because we used to use just the trailer for camping. We used to, you know, camp in a wall tent and use the trailer for all our gear, because when you have a bunch of kids in your car, there really isn't any extra room for camping stuff. So we've just kept the solar gear on the trailer with the batteries and everything in there. There's 4 big batteries and 3 solar panels on the roof, and so we can power just about anything with that, including the motorhome. If we need to top up the motorhome batteries, we can plug the motorhome into the trailer. There's also an extra 60-gallon water tank in the trailer, and an extra hot water heater with a shower that we can use either to do stuff in the trailer, or it feeds out for an outdoor shower. Not that I see using that, because we also have that in the motorhome, but you know, it's backups. There's, you know, spare charge controllers and spare all those weird electronic things that can go wrong. That's all in the trailer as well. Plus a few months worth of Thrive freeze-dried food, which is amazing for camping and just like the best thing ever. Maybe I'll do some recipes with that, but it makes you so much more portable. As long as you have water, it doesn't even have to be clean water. As long as you have your Berkey in your motorhome, you just get puddle water. It doesn't matter, and you have food if you have that freeze-dried food. In the car with me, I have the baby, of course. I usually have one other kid. They take turns. But they were a little stir crazy and the baby's asleep, so I put them all in the motorhome and told them to do some schoolwork. We'll see how that goes. And I've got suitcases in the back because we've been staying in hotels while it's still, oh my goodness, cold out. So they're in the back right now. Eventually we'll load all that stuff back up into the motorhome. And that's our little setup, and I don't really mind following. I'm kind of a control freak, so I'm not a great passenger anyways. Sitting there and just navigating isn't really my style, so this is working all right for us for now. If it becomes a problem, or you know, when the baby can switch to forward facing, if he can fit in the motorhome, we might stick the car in storage somewhere convenient and tootle around just in the motorhome, but for now this is working pretty good. Yeah, that's that. Hi.
Hi.
So,
we're in Spokane.
tell me the rundown of what we're doing now.
So we got the brakes done yesterday on the motorhome.
Yeah.
And you know, they needed done, so we pulled into Coeur and spent a couple of lovely days. And then the fine lads at the tire and brake center, who I won't name because I'll probably get in trouble, we think they did something wrong, and we blew the rear end out of a 2-ton motorhome. And I called the mechanic, and he laughed. He laughed because I told him I thought it might be the transmission. I told him what was wrong with it, and he said, "No, that's your rear end." And then he chuckled and said, "Transmission would have been cheaper." It wasn't that funny, but so anyway, the tow truck driver with a gigantic tow truck, because it's such a big motorhome, is now taking the bearings out because the wheels are locked up, and we're going to a hotel now, and I got to go back and get our cargo trailer because it's still behind the motorhome and it's in the way, and we couldn't hook up to it with the car. And well, I know what I'm doing tonight. So that's
hotel?
No, like now I have something to do.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank goodness.
Because I had driving to do, but I didn't really want to drive anyway.
Oh well, what a bonus!
Yeah.
Yet one more night in a hotel.
But the good part is as long as they stick to their warranty policy, which sounds like they will, I'll get a new rear end out of the deal. So for the $1,000 I paid for the brakes, which wasn't a bad price for what it was, I'll also get like a $5,000 rear end out of it. So
and another how many days in a hotel will this take?
Well, at least we're not in Phoenix or something.
At least it'd be warm.
Well, we're in a hotel, so the clouds are pretty. The air's not too bad.
It's really hazy.
It's pretty hazy, isn't it?
And it's still pretty cold. Okay.
What exit am I taking?
0.9 miles. Exit 282A.
282A.
That was 283A. Yes, the sky is pretty. It's pretty.
Yeah, this is like
University
of Spokane. I don't know.
Which is 4 hotels. hotels are we going to?
These are university buildings, buddy.
Hotel number.
On the curve on the right.
Parker.
Hello, Boo Boo Bear. Yes, I've given my baby a cheese string in the wrapper to chew on. I know, it's a terrible idea, but we're here in a hotel in Spokane waiting for Daddy. Daddy brought us to the hotel and he's gone back to help the tow truck and take it somewhere to get the rear end fixed. So we made it, I don't know, at least half an hour's worth of drive today. Woohoo! And we managed to make it to a hotel that was twice the price because we're in a different city and everything's more expensive. Let's go see the kids. Should we go see the kids, Boo Boo? Let's go see the kids. Okay, up we go. So, this is going to be Mommy and Daddy's bed when Daddy finally comes back, hopefully. It folds out. There's a TV. It's the Courtyard Inn by Marriott, I think. I don't know if it's so dark that you can't see. Okay, outside. Very dark. But there's a courtyard out there. Little, I don't know, bar fridge and a microwave anyway. The bathroom with the sink outside. I'm not a fan, but beggars can't be choosers. Tiny little tub. Just the one bathroom. And then the kids are going to go in here. I'd say those are two doubles. Hey guys.
I try not to pick my nose, but I do.
Try not to pick. Excellent. That's great.
And I got a new horse.
You got a new horse. When we opened an American bank account, we got a horse.
And we're watching.
Sweetie, I need you to share those noodles, please.
Yeah.
So we don't know how long Daddy's going to be, and that's the only food we grabbed out of the motorhome. So yeah, there you have it. We're here waiting for Daddy. One of these days we will get on the road and actually be able to stay in our RV. And until then, apparently we are destined to spend all our money on hotels and takeout. We'll keep you updated. Bye.
Come here, buddy.
So,
Hi.
tell me, what is our crazy RV car trailer setup and what is the reasoning behind it?
Well, we pull, so we have a 28-foot motorhome that sleeps us all, that I built an extra bunk in the back so the kids have a bedroom. And we pull a cargo trailer behind it, which I, out of boredom last winter, built to self-contain itself with a solar system and cabinets and an extra fridge. We pull that mostly because I couldn't sell it, and it's handy to carry the bikes, and the solar system charges all the batteries. It also makes it so the motorhome is, you can just get in. We're not storing bikes in it or anything, which is nice. And then also we use the car behind it as a pace car, or whatever you want to call it, because, well, we've used that like 4 times now on this 2-day trip so far.
Really glad we decided to bring it.
Yeah, so that works out really good. And the car also tows the trailer, so today when the motorhome broke down, I just unhooked the trailer, hooked the car up, got the motorhome towed to a mechanic, and we're still fully mobile and everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, our crazy RV setup is pretty perfect for us, and if we land anywhere for a while, we're fully off the grid already, which is nice. We got everything to cook and eat, and we got a whole bunch of food stored in the trailer as well.
Extra water.
Extra water. We got a whole extra 30-gallon tank in there. So, I mean, we can be camping out in the middle of nowhere for weeks, you know, without worrying about anything. So.
And then, tell me about the baby seat in the motorhome. Because that was kind of the clincher for me, for bringing...
Oh, yeah, so because motorhomes only have lap belts, you can't fit a car seat, like especially a rear-facing car seat, safely in there. Anywhere. So we kind of had to bring the car just for that alone.
Yeah.
I tried looking to see if I could rig something up, but there's just no way. Not safely anyway.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, you can't in a motorhome. You can't have a rear-facing car seat. Maybe in a newer one, but not in ours is a 2000. So.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's all. We'll get some pics of it.
You had a big day?
I had a big day. The motorhome's a 2-ton Ford van under a motorhome, and we got the brakes changed in Coeur Lane, and about an hour later, a bunch of noise happened, and weird things happened, and I pulled over to the side of the road in the next city, and after the tow truck driver pulled some stuff apart and had a look at it, it looks like after they changed the brakes, they forgot to put the fluid back in the rear end, and so it cooked it. And just talking to the mechanic, being that it's a big truck rear end, he thinks it might be cheaper just to go and find a salvaged rear end from an old bus or something of the same era, because to rebuild it's going to cost thousands. But fortunately, it sounds like because they definitely didn't put the fluid back in, and we went to a major chain to get the brakes done, sounds like they'll be good about honoring their warranty. So we shouldn't have to pay for anything. And it sounds like they might cover the tow truck too. They sounded really nice.
But we might be a few days in a hotel.
Well, worst case, we might be a few days in a hotel and back another $3,000. But I've lost more. Whatever.
Dad.
I'll get it back.
Hi, honey.
You can't. Oh, baby, that's beautiful. You can't hold on to every penny in life. Doesn't matter what it is. It's easier just to not worry about it.
Well, I hope your tomorrow goes better.
Oh yeah, today was fun. Like I said, I was just.
I drew a picture of Parker
It's
doing
beautiful,
dinky
love.
Thank you, thank you.
I was just driving, so today was more interesting than just.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, you can't put a price on that. Well, you can, but I'm just not gonna think about it tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. It was fun.